Hey everyone, it's me Joshua, and welcome to my top 10 director's cuts. Now, this is my opinion, so if you don't agree with my opinion, comment down below, tell me what's your opinion. Now, second of all, this is my list. Just because I put certain movies on here as director's cuts does not mean I hate the original theatrical releases. But anyways, let's get into it. Number 10, you have the extended cut of James Cameron's Avatar. I still love this movie after watching it for the first time in 2009, and the extended cut was even better. And all the extra footage that's in the film, that was, I have to say, that is a very long movie, but that is cool, and I liked it. I liked this cut more than the theatrical cut. I still love the theatrical edition, but to me the extended cut is better than the definitive. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting this cut to be better, but for some weird reason, I loved the cut. I loved the cut of the movie. It was superb. It's awesome, and I thought this cut was very well done. And I know a lot of people still give this movie crap. I don't agree with the critics. I never did. I never. No, critics loved it. It's just some moviegoers hated it, saying it was boring. Hey, you have to set up your characters. So, if you don't set up your characters, you just want a movie with basically action. You can't have that in all your movies. You gotta have a good story, and you gotta have some freaking character development. Number 9, The Hobbit Trilogy. 2012 to 2014. During the summer, I sat through all 6 of these director's cuts in the middle of the franchise, both for this trilogy and the next trilogy that I will be talking about. And these cuts are better, but I still love the theatrical editions. But these cuts add more, and is just more engaging to watch. My favorite out of this extended edition trilogy would have to be, still going to be Desolation of Smaug, theatrical and extended, and that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But all these director's cuts were fantastic, and if it wasn't for Parker, I would have not liked these, never watched these extended editions of the Middle-earth series. Number 8, The Lord of the Rings Trilogy. Still the best freaking movie trilogy of all time, even with the director's cuts. Those director's cuts were, yeah, they were long, but they were also pretty good. I loved the cuts, these cuts. But the longest one, I would have to say, I'm gonna have to say it, Return of the King. This Return of the King is 4.5 hours long, and that took me exactly 4.5 hours to complete, because it's 50 minutes worth of footage and is not wasted, and I enjoy that. And still my favorite Return of the King is. And the other two, Fellowship of Two Towers, added more footage. You get flashbacks of Sean Bean as Boromir. But yeah, I thought this cut was very amazing. Very amazing to me. I thought it was awesome, and just everything about this cut was so well developed. These cuts are the theatrical cuts. These cuts are the Lord of the Rings. Anyways, number 7, Fantastic Four 2005. I saw this on TV once back in 2008, and this cut was better than the original cut. I wasn't expecting this cut to be good at all. I just felt like this cut was just kind of pointless, because I do love the 2005 movie, and I can say that because the 2005 film is better than what we got last year with Fantastic, which even a director's cut will probably not save this movie at all, but I don't care. Because what we got in this cut was awesome. Number 6, X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut. Fox, I know you're a movie company and all, but why couldn't you release the 2-hour and 28-minute version back in theaters all those years ago? Why? Anyways, I still love the movie, but the Rogue Cut is the definitive version. Just like any other director's cut would be a definitive version, good or bad. And just, I thought it was just spectacular, just awesome, just well done. I thought it was pretty cool, and I liked this cut more for what it was. It had good story, and just it made a whole lot more sense with certain scenes in the movie that I couldn't understand 100%. But overall, the Rogue Cut, the best version of X-Men Days of Future Past. Check it out. Alright, so we are at number 5, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Awesome, 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 awesome cut of this movie. The Richard Lester version, I still like it, but not as much as this. This just hit home for me as far as Superman 2 goes. Richard Donner's cut was the version that we should have gotten back in 1981. But nope, Warner Bros., the South Kynes fired him, and so they got Richard Lester. But I'm not going to complain. But this cut was more good. We got to see some scenes that we didn't get to see in the original version of Superman 2. I was taking this so seriously. It was like going back to school at some part. It's an elementary school. But this movie, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, is better than Richard Lester's original version. Number 3. Number 4. Underworld, the extended cut. Holy crap. When I saw the Underworld the first time, I wasn't sure how interested I would be in this series, especially with the first one. So when I saw the first one, I said, hey, I want to see more. But the film was, yeah, because I enjoyed the movie so much. It was that much of it, and just, I saw the theatrical cut, I liked it, but there were things in it that I thought could have made more sense. But the Underworld director's cut fixes everything in terms of some stuff, some scenes. And Kate Beckinsale is Celine, still so freaking hot, especially in the Black Letter. Scott Speedman, awesome. It's bad. It sucks that he's not in Underworld 5, which is called Blood Wars, but what can you do? He probably wanted more money, or he's probably a family man. I don't know. I'm not the one, the producer of the Underworld films. But yeah, Underworld, the extended cut. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Number 3, Daredevil, the director's cut. I like the theatrical cut, but here's my problem with the theatrical edition. The movie is going by too freaking quickly, and there's not enough things happening. And I do see complaints of people who, and I can't blame Mark Steven Johnson, because Mark Steven Johnson made the movie he wanted to make. It's just that the producer Gary Foster and studio is like, hey, let's shorten this movie down to a better run time and release it on Valentine's Day. Okay, riddle me this. Another movie that has gotten studio interference, both movies starring Ben Affleck as the title character, and then later they get extended cuts, and then both of them becomes cult classics. But we'll get to it once I get to it. Anyways, this cut was better than the original theatrical release, and this version is what should have ended up in the theaters. But dumb old Fox didn't want to do that. Fox, you really need to get your crap together. Alright. So, number 2, Spider-Man 2.1. Yes, Spider-Man 2.1. Now, I do like the original version of Spider-Man 2, but this adds more minutes to the awesome subway station fight, and I will do a comparison video on Spider-Man Trilogy versus the Amazing Spider-Man series, see which one is better. I don't know what day I'm gonna have that planned, because I still have a crap load of reviews to get uploaded. But still, this cut was good, and I liked it. But there can only be one Spider-Man. And yeah. Even though I do like the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Sorry you can't see my head, but I do love, but Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire are the best Spider-Man actors. But anyways, now for my number 1 best director's cut ever. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Warner Brothers. I know you're troubling issues with other superhero movies like Superman 4, Catwoman, Superman Returns, and all that. Why? Okay. Why couldn't this version be released in the theaters? Like you couldn't release a 3-hour long movie. If you had trouble putting the ultimate cut on to DVD, just split it into 2 discs or do a side A, side B thing. Problem solved. But anyways, this cut is the definitive version. I loved it, and it made me love the movie more, and just those 30 minutes of footage was worth it. You can watch the theatrical edition, but I'm going to tell you right now, there is stuff missing in that cut. But this cut, this movie adds more to it, and I was hoping Warner Bros. Would put the ultimate cut on to DVD, but that's not going to happen. And Warner Bros., could you please do one for Suicide Squad so people who hate Suicide Squad can shut up? Anyways, that was my top 10 favorite director's cuts. What are some of yours down below? And I'll see you guys next time.